Healing begins when the heart opens gently to itself, when the soul takes a soft breath and remembers that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. It is natural to feel lost or overwhelmed when stepping into the deep waters of spiritual awakening. The journey can sometimes feel confusing, like walking through fog where everything familiar blurs and the way forward seems uncertain. Yet, this very experience is a sacred invitation, a call to awaken to something greater, to rediscover a rhythm that has always been inside but may have been drowned out by the noise of the world. There is a quiet strength in simply allowing oneself to be where they are, without judgment or pressure. When healing begins with kindness toward the self, it opens a door to profound transformation. Sometimes, healing doesn't come as a sudden fix, but as a gentle unfolding, like the slow bloom of a flower reaching toward the sun. The body, mind, and spirit all remember how to heal, how to come back into balance, but they need patience, love, and space. Every feeling, whether joy or sorrow, is a valuable part of this process. They are messages from within, guiding the way to deeper understanding. Spiritual awakening is not about rushing or forcing change. It is about trusting the natural flow of life inside. It is a journey of coming home to the truth that you are more than the thoughts and emotions that pass through the mind. Awakening invites you to listen deeply to the quiet voice beneath the chatter, to the gentle pulse of your own being. It is a discovery that life itself is a sacred dance, and healing begins as you find your own rhythm in that dance. This awakening often begins with small moments of awareness, noticing the way the breath feels, sensing the peace that lies beneath worry, or catching a glimpse of beauty in the everyday. It may feel like a subtle shift, but these moments grow, gathering strength like a river swelling with each drop of rain. At times, awakening can bring discomfort. Old beliefs and patterns rise to the surface, creating a kind of inner turbulence. This is part of the process. Just as the earth must shake before new seeds can take root, so too must the mind and heart be stirred before new growth can emerge. The process is not about perfection or reaching some ideal state. It is about embracing the whole experience, the light and the shadow, the joy and the pain, and knowing that both are necessary for true healing. There is a deep beauty in this imperfect, unfolding journey. Like the dawn that slowly brightens the sky, spiritual awakening brings a new kind of light, one that warms gently and reveals the way forward. Every person's path is unique, yet the thread that runs through all awakening is the invitation to connect more deeply with the self. This connection is the foundation of healing. When the soul is heard, when the heart feels safe enough to open, healing happens naturally. It is a quiet miracle, one that grows stronger with each moment of gentle presence and self-love. The mind and body are partners in this dance of healing. Thoughts have tremendous power. They shape feelings and over time can influence physical health. When the mind holds on to fear, anger, or sadness, these emotions can settle in the body, creating tension or discomfort. Yet, the reverse is also true. When thoughts are loving and kind, the body relaxes and healing can flourish. This connection between mind and body is not a distant theory, but a living truth experienced by many. It means that healing is not just about fixing physical symptoms, but about nurturing the whole being. Each thought creates a ripple through the body's cells and energy. The good news is that it is possible to change these ripples by changing the inner conversation. Becoming aware of one's thoughts is the first step. Many people live on autopilot, repeating the same negative or limiting beliefs without realizing it. These beliefs might sound like, "I am not enough," or "I don't deserve happiness." Such thoughts weigh heavily on the spirit and block the flow of healing energy. By gently noticing these patterns without judgment, it becomes possible to begin changing them. Simple self-awareness practices can help. For example, taking a moment during the day to pause and ask, "What am I thinking right now?" opens the door to greater consciousness. Writing down recurring thoughts can reveal hidden patterns. Once aware, it becomes easier to shift toward more supportive and loving thoughts. Replacing old negative beliefs with positive affirmations is a powerful tool in this transformation. Affirmations are gentle reminders spoken with kindness that invite the mind to embrace new healing ideas. They are not about forcing or pretending, but about planting seeds of truth in the fertile ground of the subconscious. For instance, saying, "I am worthy of love and healing," can slowly change the way the mind perceives itself. The practice of affirmations works best when it becomes a daily habit, woven naturally into moments of stillness, perhaps during quiet mornings, before sleep, or while looking softly into a mirror. The voice is like a soothing melody, gently guiding the mind toward peace and acceptance. Over time, affirmations help dissolve resistance and invite the body to relax, allowing healing to deepen. Finding one's divine rhythm is about listening to the subtle messages of the body and spirit, then responding with care. This rhythm is a natural flow that supports well-being and aligns with the greater cycles of life. It might show itself in the way energy rises and falls throughout the day, in the changing of seasons, or in moments of inspiration and rest. Tuning into this rhythm means honoring the need for both movement and stillness, activity and rest, giving and receiving. It invites a sense of balance that supports healing at every level. When living in harmony with this flow, life feels more effortless and the body feels nourished. A simple way to connect with this rhythm is through mindful breathing. Paying attention to the breath, feeling its gentle rise and fall, anchors the mind in the present moment and connects the body to its natural pulse. Another way is through quiet walks in nature, where the rhythms of earth, wind, and water help to soothe and realign. Living according to one's divine rhythm also means respecting personal boundaries and knowing when to say no to protect one's energy. It encourages listening to the inner wisdom that knows when to rest, when to create, and when to simply be. This deep listening opens the heart and invites healing to flow more freely. This connection to inner rhythm brings a gentle sense of trust that life supports growth, that every experience serves a purpose, and that healing is always available. It replaces struggle with surrender, resistance with acceptance, and fear with faith. The rhythm of healing is unique for each person, yet it is always rooted in love and respect for the self. As this rhythm is found and honored, it becomes a steady guide, helping to navigate challenges with grace and to celebrate joys with fullness. The journey of healing and awakening is deeply personal and beautifully sacred. It unfolds one breath, one moment, and one choice at a time. When the heart opens to its own divine rhythm, healing flows like a river, gentle and strong, cleansing and renewing all that it touches. In the quiet moments of connection, healing begins. It is the soft whisper of love, reminding that everything is always okay and everything is always becoming more whole. This is the gift of awakening, a chance to live fully in the light of one's true self, moving to the rhythm of peace, love, and endless possibility. As spiritual awakening deepens, it often shines a light on old patterns that have quietly held space within. These patterns may have been woven into daily life for years, sometimes unnoticed, but always shaping the way energy flows through the body and mind. They are like worn grooves in a path, familiar and comfortable, but no longer serving the highest good. Healing begins when these patterns come into gentle awareness, not to be judged or feared, but simply to be seen and released with kindness. Many of these old patterns are emotional wounds, beliefs formed in the past that created limitations in the present. Perhaps there are feelings of unworthiness, fear of rejection, or a sense of not being fully enough. These beliefs may have been protective at one time, but now they keep the heart closed and the spirit confined. Awakening invites the courage to acknowledge these patterns without blame and to allow them to dissolve naturally. This release is not about forcing change or rushing the process. It is a compassionate letting go, like autumn leaves falling to nourish the earth below. Each thought or feeling that no longer serves can be tenderly placed down and surrendered. Journaling can be a beautiful companion here, providing a safe space to explore emotions and uncover hidden stories. Writing down what comes up without censorship allows for clarity and gentle understanding. One simple reflection might be, what belief am I holding on to that no longer supports my growth? When this question is asked with an open heart, answers arise softly, revealing areas ripe for healing. The process might bring tears or discomfort, but it also opens the way for freedom. There is great strength in vulnerability and trust. Affirmations are powerful allies in this journey of release and renewal. They work by replacing old, limiting beliefs with new, nurturing ones that align with the truth of who you are. Affirmations are most effective when spoken with conviction and repeated often, becoming a new language for the mind and heart. For example, saying, "I lovingly release all that no longer serves me," helps the subconscious embrace change gently. Other affirmations that support healing might include, "I am safe to grow and heal at my own pace," and "my spirit is free, whole, and at peace." These words invite a shift from resistance to acceptance, from fear to trust. When used during moments of stillness, meditation, or even walking in nature, they become anchors that steady the soul. The practice of affirmations is not about perfection or expecting immediate results. It is about planting seeds of love and truth within, nurturing them with patience and kindness. Over time, these seeds bloom into new ways of thinking and feeling, creating space for the divine rhythm to flow more freely. Gratitude is another gentle yet powerful practice that transforms the healing journey. It is like sunlight that brightens the soul's garden, encouraging blossoms of joy and peace to grow even amidst challenges. When the heart opens to appreciation, even for the smallest things, it shifts energy away from lack or pain toward abundance and possibility. Cultivating gratitude does not mean ignoring difficulties. Instead, it is about choosing to see moments of grace, kindness, or beauty alongside struggles. This balance nurtures resilience and invites healing to deepen. Simple daily practices, such as listing 3 things to be thankful for each morning or evening, bring awareness to blessings often overlooked. Gratitude can also be practiced by appreciating the body and its wisdom. For example, giving thanks for the breath that sustains life, the beating heart that connects to feeling, or the hands that create and hold. This reverence for the physical self fosters harmony between mind, body, and spirit, strengthening the foundation for healing. Presence is closely linked with gratitude, as both invite the soul into the richness of the now. When fully present, there is less space for worry about the past or future. Instead, there is a peaceful aliveness that connects deeply to the divine rhythm. Practicing mindful moments, feeling the warmth of the sun on the skin or the gentle sounds of nature, anchors the spirit in healing and wholeness. Incorporating simple spiritual practices daily can further deepen this sense of healing and connection. These need not be complex or time-consuming. Often, the gentlest actions carry the greatest power. Mindful breathing is one such practice. Taking a few slow, conscious breaths throughout the day calms the nervous system and centers the mind. Movement, too, can be a sacred practice. Gentle stretches, yoga, or walking with awareness connect the body to its natural flow. These moments honor the divine rhythm, reminding the body and spirit of their inherent wisdom. Silent contemplation or prayer, even for a few minutes, opens the heart and invites healing energy to flow. It is important to approach these practices with kindness and without pressure. Healing unfolds best when nurtured, not forced. Consistency is more important than intensity, and each small moment of connection adds up to profound transformation over time. Listening to the body's needs is an essential part of this journey. There may be times when rest is necessary and times when creativity or movement calls. Honoring these signals supports balance and nurtures the divine rhythm. This awareness strengthens self-trust, an essential foundation for healing. Transformation is a natural part of spiritual awakening, but it requires patience and compassion. Healing is not a race or a checklist. It is a process that ebbs and flows like the tides. Some days may bring clarity and lightness, while others may reveal hidden shadows needing gentle attention. Being kind to oneself during moments of difficulty is a profound act of healing. It is a reminder that growth takes time and that every step, no matter how small, is meaningful. There is no need to rush or compare. The path is unique and sacred. The cycles of healing are much like the seasons. Just as winter brings stillness and rest, so too do times of inner quiet prepare the way for new growth in spring. Accepting these rhythms with grace fosters peace and resilience. Like the ocean waves, healing moves in natural cycles, rising and falling, always returning to balance. In these moments of acceptance, a deep trust can grow. Trust that the soul is guiding each step, that the body knows how to heal, and that the heart is always supported. This trust becomes a source of strength, allowing healing to unfold gently but surely. The journey of spiritual awakening and healing is a sacred dance between surrender and action, between listening and moving forward. Each moment offers an opportunity to connect more deeply with the divine rhythm within, inviting peace, balance, and joy to take root. In embracing this rhythm, life becomes a beautiful harmony, a melody that carries the heart home to itself. Healing blossoms naturally in this space of love, patience, and gentle care, unfolding into the fullest expression of wholeness and grace. There is a beautiful truth in knowing that every step taken toward healing and awakening, no matter how small, is a profound act of self-love. The sacred rhythm of life invites a gentle trust, a knowing that the universe supports each moment of growth and transformation. This trust arises from listening deeply to the body, mind, and spirit, and responding with kindness and care. Affirmations are a loving tool that help nurture this trust, opening the heart to new possibilities and healing energies. They serve as gentle reminders of the truth that is already within, softening resistance and inviting peace. Phrases like, "I am aligned with my highest good," or "I flow with the divine rhythm of life," become steady anchors, rooting the spirit in confidence and hope. Using affirmations is most effective when woven naturally into daily life, spoken softly during quiet mornings, whispered gently before sleep, or reflected upon during moments of stillness. They work best when repeated with feeling, allowing their meaning to sink deep into the subconscious. Over time, these words shift old beliefs and create space for healing to blossom. Cultivating gratitude is another powerful way to nurture healing and awakening. It is like tending a sacred garden where each expression of thanks waters the soul and encourages joy to grow. Focusing on the blessings, both big and small, opens the heart and aligns energy with abundance. Gratitude moves the mind from scarcity to plenty, from resistance to acceptance. Daily gratitude practices, such as listing 3 things to appreciate or silently thanking the body for its strength, help keep the spirit centered and connected. This simple shift creates a ripple effect, influencing thoughts, emotions, and even physical well-being. Gratitude becomes a bridge to presence, a gentle embrace of the now that fosters healing. Practical spiritual practices deepen this connection further. Mindful breathing invites calmness and presence. Gentle movement honors the body's wisdom, and quiet reflection opens the heart to inner guidance. These practices do not require hours or complexity, just a few minutes of loving attention to the self and the moment. Listening to the body's natural rhythms, honoring rest when needed, and moving with intention are acts of self-respect that nurture healing. They invite balance and harmony, making space for the divine flow to unfold. When life is lived in tune with this rhythm, healing is not a struggle, but a graceful dance. Transformation in this sacred dance requires patience and compassion. Healing is an ongoing process full of cycles and seasons. There will be times of great light and clarity, and times when shadows appear, inviting gentle attention. Through it all, kindness toward oneself is the greatest healer. Each challenge is an opportunity to deepen trust in the unfolding process, to embrace imperfection, and to celebrate every moment of progress. The soul's journey is unique and sacred, moving at its own pace with divine timing. As this journey continues, a deep peace begins to settle in. It is the peace that comes from knowing that healing is always happening, even when it feels slow or invisible. It is the peace that comes from surrendering to the flow and allowing life to guide each step. The rhythm of healing and spiritual awakening is a gift, a melody of love, growth, and transformation that plays within every heart. By tuning in with gentle awareness, embracing compassion, and affirming one's worthiness, healing becomes not just a goal, but a way of being. Each breath, each moment of presence, each loving thought is a thread in the tapestry of wholeness. There is a profound joy in realizing that healing is always within reach, that the divine rhythm is always available as a guide and companion. So now, with a heart open and spirit renewed, the invitation is to step forward with confidence and grace, to nurture the inner garden with patience, kindness, and trust, to know deeply that all is well and all is becoming more whole with every passing moment. Repeat quietly or aloud these words, allowing them to settle gently into the soul. I am healing. I am whole. I am in perfect harmony with the divine rhythm of life. Let these affirmations be a soft song that carries the spirit forward into greater peace and joy. Healing is a beautiful journey of returning home to the self, and each step taken is a celebration of love, light, and transformation. Embrace this path with an open heart, knowing that you are deeply supported and infinitely loved. The divine rhythm flows within, guiding and uplifting every part of your being, now and always.